I don't know your week. You must have had, some of you guys may have a challenging week. How am I going to respond to this? How is my faith going to respond? We all get tested and challenged. It is the testing of our faith that really require, that give us that hope, that understanding that God is at work in us. Can I hear amen? God is at work in us. So Genesis chapter 14 now places us into an incredible setup where we have to see how did Abraham and also Lot and all these people function in this. Remember, last week we talked about Lot choosing eastward to go pitch his tent near Sodom because there was an amazing, the land was beautiful, almost like they were describing it almost like the Garden of Eden. That's how beautiful the land was that Lot picked. He picked based upon what? Sight. And now we discover that chaos moved in. When chaos closes in into your life, whom do you trust to rescue you? And if let's say God really stepped in and rescued you and healed you and took care of you and helped you, who are you going to give the credit to? Are you going to give the credit to yourself because of what you did, what you think you're good at? Or are you going to give the credit to God who rescued you, who gave you the wisdom to do so? So we're going to set up the stage, our first thing, because I feel like it is important for us to understand a faith that enters a crisis, a faith that bows before true King, and a faith that rejects worldly rewards. That is what we're going to see in the next few minutes. The rescue. And I want to point out, there's this quote of true faith does not retreat from what? From chaos. Of a broken world. It fights for the vulnerable, relies entirely on God's provision, and submits to the ultimate King of righteousness. Our point one, we'll see in this text from Genesis chapter 14, verses 1 through 16, that little story of these kings and fighting. Ultimately, the story boils down to this. 4 kings wanting to fight the 5 kings, including the Canaanite kings. These 5 kings included the kings of Sodom and the king of Gomorrah. There's union. You know, you can unify on wrong or you can also unify on good, isn't it? This union, they had nothing spiritual about this union. These 2, 4, and 5, they were all pagan kings